Hello and welcome to Turtle Cat Reviews, where we review some of the newest, and a few not so new, releases on Steam. Welcome everybody to Void Destroyer. Released on January 20th, made by one guy, Paul. I'm sorry, Paul, if I butcher your last name. I have a last name that gets butchered every once in a while too, but I'm going to try here. Zakrzyewski, Zakrzyewski, quite a name, quite the game to undertake as his first game, his first project, one-man show, Void Destroyer. It's been in development for quite some time, very heavily public influenced as he was developing it. It was a lot of open beta and early access, and right now you can pick it up for about $10 on Steam. And I've been looking at this game for a little while. It looks really cool, and so I picked it up, and it is really cool. And I don't know if you can hear the trepidation in my voice, because I want to love this game. I've got about 8 hours into this game, and it released on the 20th, it's the 28th. I've been looking at it for quite a few days, and I have just been hoping at some point to get it, and I feel like I still don't get it. And we're going to go through why right now. So, first off, the game is awesome. It's really good. Individually, the aspects of it are really, really good. We're going to poke through a few portions of it here. First things first, let's open the guide. This game is huge. The music just stopped. I don't think it loops, so I'll try not to talk too crazy now since the music isn't going. The music's great. Sound in this game is great. This is the guide. You cannot play this game unless you do the tutorials. Oops, sorry, let me go back there. Unless you do the tutorials. All of the tutorials. And you'll probably want to read this guide after doing the tutorials. There's so many controls and so many different aspects that if you don't do all of this, it's just confusing. There's just so much going on. The tutorials, each one, all of them, I did them all. I'm in the middle of a game. I'm only on the second portion, I think, the second level, or whatever you would call them, I think. What we'll do is we'll jump into the first scenario here, which these are more like little training things, or little skirmishes and stuff. And I'm going to do this so we can see the ship combat, because this game shines in the first-person ship combat. So we'll go here, start battle. It is a fighter, space fighter / real-time strategy game. You have to lock on the control. There's a lot of controls. I'm not going to go through all the crazy controls right now, but as you can see, the game is quite hectic at times. There's a locking system, which is really cool. We're actually going to zoom out. There's a lot of different views. Relock. There's afterburners. But the game just looks really good. It kind of reminds me of Borderlands. Kind of got a semi-cel shaded thing going on, which is really cool. The thrusters are in all directions, and right now I have it on locked mode, so if I stop pressing everything, it just goes to 0. Everything goes to 0, and I can sit in one place. If I unlock it, momentum becomes a thing. So now I just fly off in whatever direction my momentum has, which is kind of cool. You can use it, theoretically, you could use it for some quite crazy technical maneuvers, but I have yet to really delve into this portion of the game. Really cool. And the controls feel good. in general. They feel really good controlling the thing, just fighting. But we're going to get out of this. I'll show you a couple different views here. This is of the ship. This is a turret view. I can fire one turret. You can see this better on capital ships. This is command view, which is a little different. Better on capital ships. Manual pilot mode. This actually lets my crew pilot the ship as opposed to me, which is kind of cool. Tactical view, which is, see, that was my ship, and now it's being controlled by the AI, and I can oversee all of my ships in this battle. Now I can select them and make them do a lot of different things, and we're going to get into what all this is a little bit. I don't want to go too, I don't want to go this video, it'll be crazy, but that's basic ship flying. There's no capital ship, so it's very hard to get a feel for exactly what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my game. Let's go over the controls real quick. These are all the different controls in this game. And there's tactical. 3 different sets of controls. Ship, common, tactical. Then there's options. And the game's great. He really did a good job on this game in general. And the problem isn't so much any one thing about this game. If I pick any one thing, it's a great game. I'm gonna load my game. We're gonna go here. This is where I keep loading back to. The problem with this game, we're just going to skip a lot of this. Actually, we're just going to X out of it. That's the story. There's no voiceovers. It works. It's good so far from what I noticed. The problem is, well, we're not going to get exactly what the problem is, but so this is the real-time strategy portion of this game. So I got my capital ship here, the War Drum. I'm moving it into place. Can select all my ships here. Control one them like a regular, now they're group 1. Can build platform formations, which I kind of understand. I kind of don't understand. Still trying to grasp that. Base resource management. This is automatic, and you kind of allot percentages. Research percentage. I am not really sure how to use this yet. I don't know if this is... I guess this is maximums. I have no idea. You can pick which ship. You can jump to the ships like this, like take control of them. But I don't know. I haven't found a great use for that yet. This is the research pane. I'm definitely going to want to research better fighters. I'm going to want the shipyard station, the GDP platform. So this is researching new things to build. This is my main capital ship, the War Drum. I am researching upgrades, or getting upgrades for this thing. So you have to transfer resources to your main ship from your base in order to actually get these upgrades. But in order to do that, first you have to build a transfer platform. So I'm going to build transfer platform here. Scroll them out here. I'm going to click build. Okay, he's building. Now, right now, I'm actually not... I thought I was in time dilation mode, which slows everything down to nothing. But I wasn't. That's okay. We can take it back out of time dilation mode. So right now the scenario is I have a little base here, and the enemy's launching from over here, and I have to, I think I have to destroy them. It says over here what I have to do. Build a shipyard, build ships, build marine frigates, capture Karakum. So I have to capture that area over there. Now I haven't turned the difficulty down. This is standard difficulty as the game comes. And you can turn the difficulty down. Everything seems nice and quiet now. The issue I'm having with the game is that when everything starts to really ramp up and enemies start to come and the game actually starts to play, because right now I'm not really, there's nothing really going on. When all that starts to happen, I feel like I can't control the game anymore. I have no control. I don't know what's going on. There's so many controls. Like, even this, I don't really know how... Like, here's my capital ship. I put them all in one group. I think I can kill all the other formations. And then put all of them in a formation. I think that's how that works. We're going to put them all over here. We're going to see. This should all line up. Okay, here come some enemies. Now, I have this base building. Here they come in. I'm building. Oh, I'm going to put these guys on repeat. That's a pretty cool feature. You can make a platform repeat build ships, which is really cool. And this is a battle going on. Yellow is the enemy. Green is my guys. The color choice is kind of funny at times. It's very hard to select things. It's very weird to understand which ones are yours, which ones are not. I'm guessing these are lines of attack, like who's attacking who. It's chaos. And the problem I'm having is that the command ship seems to die and then the game ends. And I don't know how to keep the command ship alive. I've tried a lot of different things. I feel like I'm missing something with this game, and I want to love this game. Like, if I go in here, I hit the space bar, I'm now with the ship. I mean, the game looks cool. I'm going to take control of the ship. But see, at this point, I've lost any ability to do anything RTS-wise, so I'm just hoping it kind of is doing its thing in the background. I think everything's clear anyway, so we're going to get back out of this. I'm going to back off. Okay, there's my wall, which is kind of cool. Right? That's the formation, the wall. I feel like the camera gets really sensitive when they get into this view too, when I try to rotate it. So we're going to keep making sure we build stuff. The problem is, at some point, my capital ship just dies. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I just feel like there's so many things going on. I don't have time to do anything. And jumping to a ship to dogfight, while fun, makes absolutely no difference in the grand scheme of things. If I hit V, I can switch to a different ship. But I don't feel like this is going to make any difference. When I've done it, it's made no difference. When I've tried to manually control the capital ship, it makes no difference. I wish that this game was better. I just wish the control scheme was more refined. I wish it made more intuitive sense. It doesn't make a lot of intuitive sense. So as you can see, my command ship's life bar is up there, but I'm in a fighter, so I'm just gonna fight. But see, my command ship is slowly dying, and if my command ship dies, I'm done. And what is that? Is that even an enemy? I think so. I'm not even sure. Is that an enemy? No. Is that an enemy? I feel like I just spend a lot of time in this game trying to figure out what I'm doing, which makes it hard to just do it. And I think it suffers from having the control scheme designed in such a way where like more stuff was piled on top of more stuff, and eventually there's just so many things that somebody who hasn't played the game before jumps in is just completely overwhelmed. And like I said, I played this game for 8 hours and I'm still fumbling with controls, and I don't feel like I should be fumbling with controls at this point. I feel like I should be playing the game. I feel like I should be thinking about, you know, how I'm going to do this. What? Yeah. Somehow my main battle fleet got all the way out there, and I don't even really know how. And I'm going to pull them back, I guess? Maybe I should bring them there. Is that... What is that? Just go there. The game just... Okay, I'm gonna stop here. And we'll just watch this play out from way up here. But this is the thing about this game, is it's awesome. And I look at it and I see all these cool things, and these ships are flying around, and it's amazing, and I can take control of any ship and fly around and do all these cool things, and I could be flying the capital ship, and then the guns are going crazy, and it's all this amazing stuff. And I got these bases building ships, and it's all these crazy combat, and there's no way to control it. I don't understand how to control it. Any one thing I can control, but as a whole, it doesn't control very intuitively. It's just a lot of different things going on at once, and it's not very... None of it's very intuitive. Any one ship uses the Q, W, E, A, S, D, Z, and C keys for directionals. On top of the mouse, the F key, and then the delete and backslash key. And this is just all for movement function, the tab key. And then there's F1 through F5 for different types of views. 1 through 4 for move commands. V to switch the ship. It's just a lot. And then you press the button and go to tactical view, and everything is changed. And things that are in the tactical view, I would like hotkeyed. Some of this stuff, like these, I don't think there's hotkeys for these. It would be cool if there was hotkeys for these. Something about the interface doesn't seem very informative, but it's all there. Like, I see it, and it makes sense, but it took me like 5 hours to finally figure out what all this was, and like how it actually worked. And I just wish I don't know, I just feel like there's some refining that could be done on that. I want to love this game, I really do. Anyway, this has been a long video. It's a huge game. It's an awesome game. If you want something that you can really sink your teeth into, that you can spend some time with and get to know, I have a feeling that this game could be really awesome. After 8 hours of playing this game, and I'm still trying to figure it out, I'm just... I'm like I don't know where I am, which side of the fence I'm on with it. Anyway, guys, Paul's really done a bang-up job here. It's quite the undertaking. He's done a great job. Visually, the game is amazing. Gameplay-wise, the game is amazing. Apparently, I just don't get it. There's something... Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, it's like $10 or less right now on Steam. Definitely worth taking a look at, especially if you like space stuff and if you like RTS stuff. I find myself focusing more on playing this game as an RTS than as a ship fighting game. Although you can play it as like a dog fighting game through these instant actions, arenas, skirmishes, different things. Apparently, there's a battle editor. This thing is just, the game is huge. I've never even been in this before. I'm just gonna get out because I don't even know what's in there. But anyway, guys, there it is. Void Destroyer, giant undertaking. Well done, but it definitely takes a little bit of chewing on. If you're willing to sit here and chew on it, you could be highly rewarded. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next installment of Turtle Cat Reviews.